that with you I can't hide.
Vernier Scalloper.
Good, didn't leave me breathless. We're back, and today we're going to be talking about Cars 2. Okay, let's get this over with because I'm so sick of talking about this series. Like, the time has passed, I watched it, and I want it to be a thing of the past, okay? I don't want to talk about it anymore, but alas, here we are. It is my job, okay? It is my job to talk about it, and my friend actually looked it up for me, and I saw that it is an espionage spy film, okay? Now, if you remember the first film, it was very purely like a racing film, okay? A racing film. It's about a douchey guy that goes to the countryside to, humble himself, and he gets humbled, and then he wins the race, and, like that type of tropey, very tropey, like I said, very, very tropey story. And it is a drama. Now, how did we go from that to spy espionage film? How did we go from that to a spy espionage film? Okay, sure. I mean, you have to keep the franchise fresh, so we got to switch things up a little. And I guess we're doing a spy film, spicing these guys. Here we go. Now, one of the first things that I should mention is, when he brings McQueen, when he brings Mater, like Mater without the T. When he brings Mater to the big city, I don't remember, okay, is it Tokyo? And Mater is just very out of his, he's like a fish out of water, he does not know how to behave, he does not know how to act, and he's just being country bumpkin, okay? But what are you expecting if you're going to bring the person who has never left the countryside and you bring them to the big city? Of course they're going to act a little kooky, they're going to act a little embarrassing. Like, that is inevitable. Like, what were you expecting? Were you expecting him to just naturally adapt to his new surroundings? The new surroundings that are very overstimulating. Okay, like, you can see Come on now, McQueen. I know he's your best friend, but if you're so wary and protective of your own ego and your own face, wouldn't you be more conscious of this decision? Like, should I bring my friend? If my ego is that important, should I really bring this friend that is going to embarrass me by being a hillbilly tow truck in a room filled of shiny cars? I didn't know I leaked. Okay, but I have to admit that Mater is definitely a little bit more annoying in this second film. He is the main star of this second film, let's be real, but it is a very beginner's luck type of situation. The spies did not realize that he is not one of them, but they have integrated him into their spy mission because, again, beginner's luck. He manages to pull off every single stunt by chance. Because that is the whole shtick of this film. That a bloke, like a random fuck, like Mater, could just stumble into this espionage, like this huge, very top secret, high stakes mission, and just ace it without any knowledge, without any skill, without any experience, without any training. He can just like come inside here and like nut in the system and walk away fine, walk away like the man, you know, ooh, how you like my nut? You know, I just nut in the fucking system, bitch. Okay. And 1 hour into the film, I'm just like, this is so boring. This is so boring. Like, it's so boring. Like, there's nothing happening. I mean, the first film was not that interesting, but the second film, I was zoning out. I was really like, it was a challenge. Okay, it actually is a challenge to like stay focused, stay awake, and not use my phone. Because what are we watching here? We are watching this, okay, they come to the city and they're building up to this race or something, and it's just preparation, and like lame jokes and physical what are we doing? You know, like, what is driving the plot? There's so much filler, there is so much. And you know, I like to submerge myself, you know, I want to immerse myself into the environment of the world that we're getting introduced to. I think that is good, but it has to be done tastefully, not just like, ooh, we're just going to lounge around and do nothing and just talk and make a bunch of stupid, shitty jokes. Like, you know, like, this is the type of film that the parent falls asleep in the theater and the child is like, you remember? Or like, after the film, the child is like, do you remember that part in the film where like my queen was like doing that and then like Mater was making that joke and it's like so funny, and the parent will be like, yes, that part was so good. Like, he's good. I laughed. Like, I laughed. Like, it is. No, I don't remember, okay? I was asleep. If you weren't so fixated on the film, you would have turned to your side and be like, oh. Daddy was asleep, Mommy was asleep, we were all asleep except for you, Tommy. You were the only one that enjoyed the film. And the other kids laughing your asses off. Like, what are you even laughing at? It is not funny, it's not fun, it is not entertaining. It is boring. And it is crazy that you would think that it is okay. This is why I don't have children. And you know what, they were in that like Japanese building at the party. The song that was playing. Okay. At least the music's good, you know, Perfume. But if it was today, you know, if that film was made like in the 2020s, you know what song it would be. Okay? I know, I'm butchering the song, but I don't fucking care, okay? I don't fuck with Yaosobi like that, okay? I'm not a fan. Like, no. Okay, the Japanese toilet scene was cute. You know, the Japanese toilet, that was kind of quirks. You know, like Japanese toilets that have the frosted glass that you know, like the iconic one that they always show, where the frosted glass in the public and you can go in and you can do your thing, but nobody can see it from the outside. But it looks very invasive. Have you ever thought like what would you get like a little bit naughty inside? I'm not doing a little naughty inside and do like, and I'm not talking about sex. I'm just talking about going in the toilet and just turning on the frosty glass and be like ooh la la, like just doing some like dance inside, and when people walk by you just like, yeah, you can't see me, bitch. Like, wouldn't you do that? Like, that's kind of fun. Or you stand on like the toilet bowl and like get on the toilet bowl and you be like, ooh yeah, striptease. Ooh, dude. Like, wouldn't you do that? Like, I would do that. I would fuck around and find out. Even though somebody might be seeing, but no, it is safe, right? It is. I trust the Japanese people. Not really, but okay. So like there was some misunderstanding, and it leads to McQueen being an asshole. Surprise! He is an asshole once again to his friend Mater. Like, oh, of course he is. It is sad, okay, it is sad, but boring. Like, it's the same shit again, I won't be surprised if this is what he will be doing in the third film, being an asshole. Like, that is what he does. That is what he does best. That is his true nature. You can't stop McQueen from being an asshole. It is very tiring, like. You would think that after the first film, and I think this is the issue with films like this, like with franchises like this, like Hotel Transylvania as well, when we talk about Dracula. How many films is it going to take for you to learn, to grow, like, especially if we have already watched the first one? We know what they were like, so there is no point trying to refresh our memory. No, we want them to be a little bit different, okay? We want to see some growth. What happened to the growth that we did? It is gone. Now he's a douche again. Is there no cure to the douchery, to the douchebaggery? Yeah, it is very tired. Like, okay, I get the whole shtick, And McQueen gets some advice from a wise old couple. A wise old couple that is like, a friend is like treasure. When you find a friend, that is the most valuable thing. That is a very generic word of advice. Like, okay, a friend is a treasure. Like, we've never heard of that before. Like, how old is McQueen? Did I ask that in the previous video? How old is this stupid car? How old are you? Well, I guess the age doesn't really matter. The age and the wisdom does not really matter when the ego is that big. When the ego is so thick. So thick and huge. You would think that he would understand by now, but it seems like he does not want to be a better person. It's almost like he wants to be an asshole. Like, he gets enjoyment and fulfillment from being a douche. A douche! Fuck this stupid white Caucasian devil car. Like, first we get the white devil dog and now we get the white Caucasian car. Like, stupid. Stupid. Then you get the rival that is the Italian or something. Who the fuck cares about these white people fighting each other? A white man versus a white man? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Now that we're in Italy, I always wanted to try like pasta in Italy. Like the real pasta with the real pasta sauce that apparently does not make you like bloated and stuff. It is actually like nice and not body expanding. I really want to try authentic pasta. Okay, and I want like that vibe, of eating it outside. I mean, it looks nice. Like, you cannot do it from where I'm from because you get the flies and the heat. But it would be nice, you know. Italy. I have a friend who really likes carbonara. She really likes carbonara, and she's the same person that wants me to watch Spice in Disguise. Ugh. That bitch who does not even watch my videos. She likes the carbonara. Okay, the carbonara. It'll be good to taste the authentic one with like the yolk and it. Okay, but I'm not a fan of the flooding cities. Okay, I'm not a fan of flooding. Okay, that is not my dream. I do not like the idea of my home, you know, and I wake up and like the water is like here. No. No, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of boats. I'm not a fan of water travel. Like, no. We do not need to be that close to the water, okay? We do not need to be that close to the water. Like, that close to the water. Like, no. I'm open to paddles. Like, I'm open to paddles, but in the bedroom. Not, No. You won't find me doing any sport that involves the water as well, okay? And it is not just because I can't swim, but I just don't fuck with the water. Okay, I just don't fuck with the water, and recently I've been seeing stories about flooding and cars getting like half submerged in the water. You know, like the fear of getting submerged in your own car. And the electrocution. Okay, but speaking of cars, we have to go back to carbs. Okay, carbs. I think that carbs are, in fact, romantic. Okay, they give us energy. They give us feel, and feel energy to fuck. You know, I was so unfocused the entire film. It was only when we were in the UK that it started to hit me that, oh, this is a Grand Prix. This is a World Cup. Like, I missed that whole setting, that whole theme. It was only till the UK scene, the UK act section, chapter of the film, that I realized, oh, I think this is supposed to be a World Cup thing. Like, that's why they're going from country to country. They're not just partying at different countries for fuck. It is because they're doing a race. Bitch, like, how was I to know? You know, how was I to know? It's so boring. Like, how was I to know? I'm sorry. This film is so boring. It's so like filler. I'm supposed to fill in the blanks myself. And no, I do enjoy Mater. I like his character, but he's not very likable in the second one. I don't think he's cute. I think it's very corny and played out. Okay, it is definitely for the kids. The whole shtick of the bloke being good at the espionage thing. No, I don't find that interesting. I don't find that stimulating to my brain. Okay. And the thing about Grand Prix is that, did anybody used to call it Grand Prix? Because I have always called it Grand Prix as a child. Okay, as a child, when I was playing my Mario Kart, I always called it Grand Prix. Like, oh my god, guys, are we going to play the Grand Prix? Are we going to play the 50cc, the 100cc, or the 150cc? Or do you want to get a little bit challenge and you play the Mirror Cup of the Grand Prix? I didn't know that this is called Grand Prix till I was like 10 years later or something. I really didn't know. Like, who the fuck, like, fuck English, you know? English is stupid. English is like overdone. English, you know, borrowing words from other cultures. do the oldest language. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Like, but you know, if it wasn't for colonization, I guess perhaps it would be more respected. But what have like? Who the fuck cares? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a little English and we're gonna spice it up. Okay, we're gonna spice it up and we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do with it. Just like you did whatever the fuck you wanted to do with all our lands, our virgin lands. Okay, with your white ass, with your white hands, your white legs. Oh, you can't see my leg. White legs and your white cocks. Caucasian, what the fucks? Sorry. Okay, I don't actually hate all white people, okay? You guys are the good ones, you know, like you said, I was referring to you, you are the good ones. You're better than the others, I'm not also. So the plot twist is, it happened, and do we care? Not really, okay? And what is the lesson of this film? To be nice to your friends, okay? To be nice to your friends and don't be a low EQ asshole. It was so boring. It was such a waste of time. It is such a waste of time. It was there was nothing redeeming about this film. You know, even things like spies in disguise, it is still okay, you know, like it. This is bad writing. It's not interesting at all. It is just like, okay, we're going to different countries and what? And we're going to dress the cars like they're from the countries, you know, like the Japanese cars have like the kimono skins and what is this? What is this? This is just to sell merch. Yeah, you know what? This is just to sell merch. This is just to sell merch, you know, toy cars of the cars. It's just to sell merch. It is just a big advertisement for the cars merch. Like there is no purpose in watching this film. There is no purpose in making this film other than to sell, to push the product of the toys. Like, who the fuck is giving a fuck about this plot? Give me a fucking break. And I don't know if this whole journey is even worth the lesson. Or that simple lesson that could just be taught at home or back in the countryside, back in the Radiator Springs. Did you really have to go around the world just to learn that you need to be nice to your friend? That is whack. McQueen, you need therapy, you need you need parents, you need the parental figure, you need something that isn't all this flashy trash, okay? You need to reevaluate your life and your character, okay? You really need help. You love to be an asshole. I'm starting to think that you actually like to be an asshole. You like to be a douche. And that is not right. That is not normal. I strongly discourage from watching this film. And if you do like it, your standards are they're low. If you did not get what I'm talking about, they're low. Give me a fucking break, okay? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. When I finished this second one, I asked myself, do I really want to do the third one? I don't even care for these people. Like, you know, with Hotel Transylvania, by the second one, I kind of have some attachment. You know, there was a toxic relationship. There is no relationship with this one. It is like I'm just watching a bunch of animals fuck from a window. Like, I don't freaking care. But for the sake of the channel, I will be reviewing the third one. I know I said that I would be combining those two together, but I did not expect the notes to be that much. Okay, I did not remember having that much notes, so we will be having separate videos. So thank you for watching this far. If you have, like and subscribe and do all of that. And we will continue the suffering in the next video. Okay, goodbye.